guy is trying to get through, and he's got a boner. Like, I mean, what on earth goes through a woman? Because guys don't have to deal with that.
That.
You never
No.
have? Never?
No.
You hang out at, like, limp dick clubs or nothing? Never? Never had a situation where a guy was trying to get through.
I'm not an approachable girl, so it's not.
No, I'm talking about the crowded place. He's trying to get through.
I don't look.
No, I don't mean look. I mean feel, like on your butt or your leg.
Never happened.
Wow, that's amazing. That's not what
I've only had one incredibly inappropriate experience in my life.
And
ever.
Would you mind sharing that?
It was right after we graduated high school. Me and my best friend went to Panama City Beach. We went to this hotel because we randomly met people that were from the area we were from that lived down there. So
Man, wouldn't that be great? Like just living down there and just picking up chicks all day long.
And so they took us to a hotel, to this club, because they knew the owner.
They took you to a hotel even though they lived there?
No, they didn't live at the hotel. They just took us there because
they live in the city, though.
Yeah, but there's a beach club at this hotel. Like, it's one of... Back then, it was, like, one of the...
Liam Neeson needs to be part of this conversation right now.
What?
Liam Neeson needs to be part of this conversation right now. That sounds like a... Ugh.
They weren't hitting on us. They were way older than me. And
of course.
friend. Like, they were fine.
Naturally. But you went back to the hotel with these older people?
We weren't in the hotel. We went to the club, which was at the bottom of the hotel.
Right.
It was like a beach club bar.
Okay.
So it's not like we were in a hotel room. There's nothing like that. This club was just attached to a hotel.
Okay.
So we went there, and me and my friend, there was very few people there. There was not a lot of people there. But some guy came up to me and my friend while we were standing at the bar and tapped one of us on the shoulder, asked us a question, and he asked something about, have you seen a brain or something stupid? I don't remember what it was.
What?
If we'd ever seen a brain, like...
A brain?
In real life or something like that.
Like a human brain?
Yes, I don't remember exactly. This is
Liam Neeson
ago.
is all over this.
Can you listen and stop asking questions all over the place?
No, you don't just get to throw out. Yeah, and this guy tapped me on the shoulder and asked me if I've ever seen a brain, and just expect me to just
finish my story.
Just like mull over that.
Oh,
no,
my lord, let me finish my story. So the owner was sitting on the corner of the bar, like, watching this whole situation happen, because he knew, one, we were way underage and
way too
no
drunk
business being in the bar, period, let alone drunk.
Right.
So he was keeping an eye on us to make sure we weren't, like, disappearing and whatever else.
So when the guy came up and asked you...
So the guy came up and asked if we'd ever seen a brain. We were both just confused, and he was like, well, look down, and he had his balls out. And I was just like, I don't understand what's going on here.
Okay, first of all, how did he have his balls out? Just his balls?
He just, like, unzipped his pants and like, just had his balls out.
Just a pair of balls.
Immediately, the owner came up behind him and grabbed him and drug him out.
Oh, my God.
And I was just like, what the fuck is going on?
What is the correlation?
It was the weirdest thing ever, and the owner, and that was when we thought we were going to get in trouble for being there. And the owner was just like, you guys are okay, like, don't worry about it. I'm making sure you're good, because it's creeps like that that make girls like you disappear. I was like, oh, cool.
That's an awesome
owner.
owner.
Other than that, I've never had, like, anything crazy. I mean, I've been roofied before.
Oh.
That was not a fun time.
What was
like
that?
The worst feeling in the world.
You know what? I need to take a break.
Okay.
We're going to take a break. Would you mind sharing that story?
Of me being roofied?
Yeah, because I've heard stories, and I have questions.
Okay.
Would you mind? I mean, I'm not trying to put you on the spot here. I can edit this shit out.
Oh, sure.
Okay. All right. Well, guys, we're going to take a break. Thank you guys for listening to The William Barron Show.
The William Barron Show.
So, hemp works with an X on the end. Hempworks.com. You can go there. Non-GMO, made in the USA, organic. Organic. And it's FDA approved. Like, I mean, put all four of those things together, and it's legit. We go to hempworks with an X.com, and this is how we roll. Buy them, available in 50 states, in all 50 states. Pretty impressive. Check them out. Hempworks with an X.com.
The William Barron Show.
Welcome back to the William Barron Show. So, you were about to you just got done telling me about a story about a guy that asked you if you'd ever seen a brain before, and then his nutsack was hanging out from his zipper, and he got thrown out. Kudos to the bar owner.
Right.
That must have been traumatizing, I assume. I mean, it's not like girls like flashing their titties. You know what I mean?
No, I mean, yeah.
So
Boobs don't really bother me, so
right.
whatever.
I mean, it doesn't. Boobies don't bother anybody. Balls, especially in that context, definitely do. That guy sounds like the next Jeffrey Dahmer.
Squeezing them so you could see like every vein known to man.
Yeah, that guy.
The image is burned in my brain for the rest of my life.
That guy needs to be hung for public consumption, just to be like, all right, yeah, that guy's an asshole. He's a piece of shit.
I'm sure if it happened in a different place, he probably would have been like charged with something. But since there's a lot of variables in the situation, it was just he got kicked out, and that was that.
You know what? I'm going to take that props for that owner back, because I would have held him, put my fucking knee behind his neck, and called the cops and charged him with a whole slew.
Because he was serving 2 underage girls alcohol.
I don't give a shit. I'll pay the fine, officer. This guy just showed his balls and grabbed them with such ferocity that it showed the veins.
He didn't grab us with any ferocity. He just tapped us on the shoulder.
No, not grabbed you. Grabbed his balls to show the veins on his balls. That's a psycho. This guy needs to be locked up. I just watched a new movie by Vince Vaughn.
I thought we were going to talk about... go ahead.
Vince Vaughn is in a new movie, and I can't remember the name of it. It's like Brawl in Cell Block 83, I think. Something like that. Everybody needs to watch it, because Vince Vaughn, as much of a douchebag as I know he is, like, he actually kind of pulled out a character there, and it's a gross movie, but it's also pretty awesome. It's a great movie. It's about Vince Vaughn beating the shit out of people like that. Vince Vaughn beating the shit out of people like that. Could you ever imagine? Do you know how many people they had to go down the list to be like, all right, we want this guy, we want this guy, we want this guy, we want this guy. They all said no to finally reach Vince Vaughn. Or you're the director of the film and you're like, I want Vince Vaughn to get out of this wacky-dacky prick schmuck role that he plays in every goddamn movie, and I want him to do something that's real. It's an amazing movie. Anyway, I digress. You were before the break. Does that entice you? That description that I just gave you?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, so before the break, you were saying that you've been roofied.
Yeah.
Okay. Set the scene.
I was on a date, and we were going to this event that was for St. Jude called Guitar BBQ. So we went.
I have so many problems with this already.
And it's an outdoor concert, but it's like only so many people can go type of thing. So there's around 600 people, maybe. It's pretty tiny.
Guitar BBQ, I like that.
And so we go to the show. We were a little mad because we missed one of the main artists we wanted to see because they had to start early because they tried something new that particular year, and it didn't really pan out the way they wanted to because it used to be a free show, but then they turned it into like a $20 ticket show, and I don't know, they just kind of screwed up the whole timing of the lineup, whatever. So it was on a weekday night, because I remember I did not want to drink a lot, but I had like 4 drinks total while I was there in like a 4-hour span.
You're a little bit of a lightweight, though.
No, not at all.
Okay.
And so, I don't know, kind of made friends with this random chick and this dude, and then this guy that I was with, he was just annoying, and he bought the other 3 people that we like made friends with because we couldn't really move once you got into the crowd.
Sure.
We were all taking turns like buying each other drinks.
Sure.
And every time I would go with them to buy my drink just to make sure it was fine.
Well done.
It was not the first time I hung out with this guy, so I had developed somewhat of a trust level with him. And I let him get my last drink, and I just didn't go to the bar with him because I didn't want to lose our spot because at this point in time, we had gotten, like, right by the stage. So I was like, I'm not going anywhere because I'm not trying to push myself through the crowd 2 times again.
Right.
So I let him just go get my drink and bring it back. And I drank it, called an Uber, went home. His truck was parked at my house. And at this point in time, things were just getting a little fuzzy, and I thought it was just because I was tired. And he tried to hug me or something, I don't know, but my driveway was kind of on a hill, and I shoved him away, and he fell down the hill. So then he got mad, just got in his truck and sped off. And I came inside and called one of my friends, talked to them for a really long time. I didn't go to bed till like 1 or 2 in the morning. Didn't even remember talking to one of my friends. Got up to go to work, felt awesome. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, I kept myself under control. I don't feel like shit. So I go to work, not work for like an hour, maybe, if that. And I just feel like I'm going to die. Nothing is like settling my stomach. My head is throbbing. I just want to do whatever I can to puke my guts out. So at this point in time, I'm so desperate, and I had meetings all day, and it was the president of the company's birthday to top it all off.
Nice.
So I'm just like pacing the halls, keep going to the bathroom, trying to make myself throw up, drinking water, drinking Sprite, and then one of my coworkers had like flavored seltzer water, and so I was like, okay, maybe that'll work. And so I tried some of that. Nope, it was flavored cranberry and lime, which is, I was drinking vodka and cranberry all night. So I was like, nope, that just made it way worse. Then I just felt even more terrible. So then I decided to go take a walk outside. I'm like pacing, trying to make myself motion sick because that's usually my go-to move when I'm hungover. So I'm just like dry heaving in the parking lot, just dying. And nothing's working. Got to go into a meeting in my boss's office with somebody else. So I'm sitting in there. And of course, that's when like my body is just like, okay, I'm ready to like throw up now. So I'm just like